What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. And for those of you who are new here, my name is Erica from The In-Between. Today, I'm going to be diving into my review of the Freedom Club course. It's something that's been around for a while and promises to help you build your own ecom brand and get on the fast track to financial freedom. Now, you might have seen the name floating around on TikTok and you might have heard about it before, but before you hand over your hard-earned money, I want to uncover what's actually going on behind the scenes of all their success stories and bold claims. So in this review, I'm breaking down exactly what Freedom Club actually teaches, who's behind the program, all of the ups and downs, and why the business model might not be all it's cracked up to be. I'll also show you guys what I've been doing instead to build passive income online without having to constantly babysit ads or deal with customers blowing up my inbox. So go ahead and check out the link in the description below to check it out for yourself. And just a quick disclaimer here, guys, I'm not affiliated with Freedom Club, any of its creators, or the program in any way. Everything you're about to hear in this review is based solely on my own research and honest opinion about their program. With that being said, let's dive right into it. All right, so Freedom Club is a program started back in 2023 by three guys, Austin Lovell, Josh Schwerdtfeger, if I'm saying that correctly, and Will Schmarr. And according to their marketing, the whole goal is to help you build a real e-commerce brand, not just do regular old dropshipping. Collectively, they've all tried to separate themselves from the usual AliExpress and long-term shipping times thing by calling their system a customer-first brand, which basically means that they focus more on customer satisfaction, better shipping times, and higher quality products. The course itself is what they call Freedom Fast Track and includes 37 different lessons split into 7 modules. These walk you through everything from building your online store, setting everything up, getting ready for launch, and running ads. So it is all of the usual stuff like branding tips, ad templates, a Shopify theme, and strategies to turn happy customers into repeat buyers. They've also got weekly coaching calls, access to a big community of students, and even a network of 2,000 content creators to help with your brand, which honestly sounds like a nice setup if you're just getting started. But the thing that stood out to me is just how much hype they have around getting your store profitable in 30 days. And while that might happen for a small handful of people, it's really not the norm, especially in ecom. Now, when it comes to their online rep, you'll obviously see a bunch of student testimonials here on their landing page. Beyond that, they have about 5,000 subscribers on their YouTube channel, 26,000 followers on their Instagram page, and about 1,000 followers on their public Facebook page. Over on Trustpilot, they hold a very strong 4.9 star rating with plenty of 5-star reviews praising the course and support. But with that being said, it's not all great feedback. There are several 1-star reviews mentioning issues like non-refundable deposits, lack of transparency, and basic course content. One student said that they lost a $360 deposit after realizing that they needed a business number that they couldn't get. Another claimed that they were promised help from a VA, but in return received nothing, and the course content was just free info repackaged, along with some sketchy advice like buying fake followers, and beyond that, a ton of refunds were denied until public complaints were made. And on Reddit, other users raised the same red flags, comparing the program to what they call a pyramid scheme, and really just overall questioning the value of the course. A lot of students said that the content was very vague and overpriced, and that success stories felt very cherry-picked on their website, and even with one of their reps responding to all of these concerns, most of the feedback that I found online was mixed at best. Now, moving on to the price, while you won't see it listed up front, Freedom Club is said to cost $2,000 up front, which obviously doesn't sound like much until you realize that's not the full cost of starting your store. Because on top of that, guys, you'll need to pay for your Shopify plan, ad spend, email marketing software, upsell apps, and basically whatever other tools they recommend along the way. And most of these aren't optional if you actually want your store to work. They say you can build a profitable store in only 30 days, but that's obviously assuming that your ads work, your product doesn't flop, your supplier ships fast, and your customers don't file chargebacks. You're paying $2,000 for the roadmap, but then you also need gas, toll money, and a car that doesn't break down halfway through the trip. Now, I'm obviously using an analogy here, guys, but honestly, that's kind of how this whole thing works. If you're not profitable quickly, that money's gonna run out fast. On top of that, anytime you have a product that starts trending, it's going to get copied within days. And then you're suddenly one of thousands running the same exact ad with the same exact product from the exact same supplier, which obviously brings me to the next issue, which is ad costs. Paid traffic is how most dropshippers make sales, but the cost of running ads on Facebook and TikTok has jumped like crazy these days. And when you're paying more to acquire a customer than what you're actually making in profit, it obviously starts to not matter just how good your funnel is. There's also the platform risk. Shopify could shut down your store, your ad account could get banned, and you're basically back at square one. And even if everything goes right, you're still stuck constantly hunting for the next winning product, testing ads, tweaking your store, and just trying to stay ahead of the curve. It's all to say that the dropshipping model is not passive and it's barely even stable. That's why I will always recommend how I've been making money online instead with the digital rental method. If you guys have been following me for a while now, then you'll know that it's what helped me quit my 9-to-5 job for good and finally build something that actually works without me having to constantly babysit it. The idea is super simple. You basically just build small websites that rank to the top of Google for local service niches like tree removal, plumbing, or in my case, fencing repair. Anytime someone calls the number listed on that site, that lead goes directly to a local business owner who pays you a monthly finder's fee for it. You're not selling products, you're not dealing with shipping or refunds, you're just connecting people who are already searching for a service with the businesses who want their calls. And once your site ranks, it basically stays there with little upkeep or maintenance with touching the site. For example, I built this fencing repair site in Colorado Springs a little over 2 years ago, and it's still been sitting on page 1 for years and continues to bring in money for me every single month without having to touch it. There's no paid ads, no customer service, and no supplier drama. Just profitable digital real estate that works for you 24/7 around the clock. One of the reasons why this model is so lucrative is because every city has local businesses and almost none of them know how to rank themselves on Google, or they basically just don't have the time to. So when you come in with a site that's already bringing them calls, they're practically begging to pay you every month for them. With that being said, if you want something that's way more stable, doesn't cost thousands of dollars to start, and actually builds real passive income long term, then this is it. I've tried all kinds of other stuff in the past, from Amazon FBA, dropshipping, to affiliate marketing, and I can say that this is the only model that's still working for me years later. All right, guys, that's it for my review of the Freedom Club program. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any future reviews just like this, and drop down in the comments to give me your honest thoughts on today's video. And if you want to learn more about how to make money online with the digital rental method and how I managed to build a real business with it, go ahead and check out the link in the description below for a free training that goes over the whole business model in more detail. As always, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.